Hello, 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 and welcome on in. We are back in Ace Attorney 3 Trials and Tribulations. Case number, technically 2, the Stolen Turnabout. We are waiting on Godot here a little bit. We're gonna meet Godot apparently. Ask her who and what we are. But yeah, so we're gonna try that. We have this interesting case so far. There has been no murders, which is an interesting twist for this game. So far, currently, no one is dead. Things are just stolen. Specifically, the beat up and shattered slash glued back together urn of Atmey, now titled I Am Faye, that was going to be part of this exhibit that was stolen by this phantom thief, Mask to Mask. And now they have someone I forget his joke name. To start with Ron. So like ran out of luck or something like that. Well, fine. We'll figure out in a second here. They found someone who has, in essence, has confessed to being the thief, but has lost the urn. But there's also questions about maybe he just thinks he's the thief, but he's not actually the thief. And there's some like blackmail involved in terms of what actually seems to have made him steal the urn in the first place. And then we have our lovely detective, Luke Atmey, who is definitely suspicious a little bit, who's the self-described arch nemesis of Mask to Mask, and has been hunting the thief down ever since his first theft, and is going to bring him down. And last time, he actually managed to get the goods back. That seems a little bit odd to me, a little bit suspicious. Kind of like, you know, are Peter Parker and Spider-Man the same person kind of suspicious? That we will see whether I'm right or wrong, or maybe it is someone else. Maybe it is Ronnie's wife, Desiree, who may have committed this act, perchance, and perhaps the picture that we have of the thief exiting with the urn may be a setup. It definitely seems to be, theoretically it can't be Ronnie because he was theoretically supposed to be at the KB security building, which is about half an hour away, and he was photographed at the crime scene at 12:58 a.m. It was supposed to be at KB security in 1 minute. We shall see exactly where this is going, who's really done it, who just believes they've done it, and perhaps we shall unmask the mask. Without further ado, let's hop right in. October 13th, 9:36 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. I'm pretty sure they don't, but again, this is the third game. Just noticing the painting, I think for each defendant lobby, they should have a different painting. I don't think they do, or if they do, I definitely haven't noticed it, which is not really a surprise. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Mask to Mask Glossy I bought. Oh my gosh. You bought this? Where?
In the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, that's one way of... Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me.
Who's screaming like that?
It was Ron, yeah. Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal! Me! He's at it again. I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty, so make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. Well, you see, actually, the thief is me. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie's innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck! No pressure. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is mask to mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. That's right. Mr. Delite, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust Desiree. District Court courtroom number 6. There's ostensibly Godot. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delite. The defense is ready, Your Honor. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? No, I'm not. I'll pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Atmey was talking about. He was kind of chill. A little saxophone sounding like in here. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? None. Okay. Technically correct. What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? You said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask, court of law.
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces, or over our hearts. This guy's the real deal, right, Nick? Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Well then, Prosecutor Godot.
It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
My name is... No one asked for your name, witness. The important thing is that you know that's all. Is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the herb.
Yes, sir. Masked Mask's crimes. Give me 1 second. Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. Sorry, I'm looking at the, this is the glossy photo. What are we seeing? Okay. Versus the crime scene photo. Oh, we're missing a piece here. We're missing the chest piece. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Mask the Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T. Does it, though, actually?
So the actual identity of this Mask the Mask is... Mr. Godot, what are you?
Where'd the coffee come from?
In the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed.
Very well. It's only coffee after all.
What? Can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delite's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole the urn. Six months ago. Let's see what information we can get from this. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup. Nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a sorry author on thieves. Huh? An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority? The fact that this guy can slip through even my finger shows how good he is, pal. Easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers. I want to press harder here. I don't know that this is Gumshoe. Has he said pal at all? So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Speak of the devil. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detectives Zvari, do you?
Where's this person? Zvari. Sounds German.
His name is Luke Atmey, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. Seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
Looks like the thief is toying with me even now. Have you seen all of these so-called calling cards? Of course I have. Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. They didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Atmey stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
We're absolutely certain that this card is real.
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. This was his 5th heist, and as usual he sent a guard on to Lordly Taylor. His 5th heist? And your 5th screw-up, huh? Objection, Bell! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me? Wow, looks like he's really got it in for Detective Atmey. Better is to always only go after the most precious art pieces. Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emina.
What's that? Some kind of specially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's a blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades, and the portrait of Megina. Sir, Detective Atmey retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
Isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
But we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow Mr. Delite doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. He's a little more Orpheus, shall we say. Does it fit his MO, though? What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I think I'm asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. They're all part of the thief's modus operandi.
The robbery seems to fit all those conditions.
That's right. Means that Mask to Mask is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Mask to Mask who stole the urn. There's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delite is Mask to Mask. But, also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, alone in connection to Mr. Delite himself. So even though we know it was Mask to Mask that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Mask to Mask that did it. Okay. Our pieces, that's right, we're sure it was Mask to Mask. This is the one where I think I have to show that it's not, though. Is it because it has no actual monetary value? I think it is. Because it's actually completely worthless. Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little of the question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, Belle. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant it from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what's the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to say they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Is last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here. It's my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole the urn. Then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake to Mask.
I see the trap that we walked into here. We walked into just a little, tiny bit of a trap. Because what we've done is saying, well, clearly it's not Mask to Mask. Well, we don't know that Ron Delite is Mask to Mask. In fact, he probably isn't. Therefore, That's true.
Fake damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Oh, he's got another cup.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Right, we're waiting.
Looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. It proves that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact fake Damask. The proof is right here.
Looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
If you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Huh. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us what about this is peculiar.
It's right here, of course.
You mean, mask to mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
Sure is. The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
Breach? Here, bailiff. Get my steed, we need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
Clasp, eh? Oh, I see now.
The mask of the security camera photo. Ah, he has no brooch.
The brooch is the same as the emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask Damask is a fake.
I've been fooled again.
Or Gumshoe.
Order. It's true. Undeniably true. Dr. Gumshoe, how? Could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
Cup number 3.
Hey now, if you're going to have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How would you overlook such a large brooch?
The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
That's Damask's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
Buddha statue? You must mean the Atmey face statue.
Why did you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
Okay. Look, that plate belonged in my pocket. That's all I'm gonna say. As well as all the photographs, the sword, the statue is also in my back pocket. Right now. God, this guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Excuse me?
Higgies?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delite's fingerprints.
Huh? And the defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Order in the court. Godot, see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off from some clothing. A little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Found in the shadow of Alifei's statues. Looks like it was torn off some clothing.
You mess with Godot, and you get burned.
He's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all. Hey, Liv, bring in the next witness in the courtroom.
Finally time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Alright.
One second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up.
He's got his coffee. I'm gonna grab my water.
Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
It's clear.
Zvadi, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor, a coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Yes, that's right.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You were the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atmey, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair. I'm about to say it's like two, what's the word? Two chumbios in court right now. They'd either be best friends or they'd tear each other's heads off.
Heard that on the night of the crime you were alone with security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe is worth anything, that is...
Who's this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it. Indeed.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed.
What I witnessed.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That was when my nemesis, the infamous Masked Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I landed a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
Why 30 minutes? Why'd you wait?
They didn't get a clear look at the criminal.
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I really see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of an ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Masked Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with a cross-examination.
Jeez Louise. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. So that would be 1 o'clock of the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
Then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it.
Up to this point, I've tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. She also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. It's like the thief was the one applying pressure. On her pigeony head, that is. In any case, that's when my nemesis, thief from mask to mask, dancingly descended upon me. Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It'd only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Dunce. The coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. You didn't see the criminal's face when this happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. I captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Dun, dun.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, problem with the photo. Good. Let's continue with the testimony.
Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike, and when I awoke, he was gone. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, Sir Lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Yes. Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too. You see? You have no right to look down on me, then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. You have brains, but the wiring to the self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless, and then... 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police. About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened, and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold.
What happened during those 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether.
There's something suspicious about Detective Atmey. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. That can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Oh, that's right. Why would he tell such an obvious lie? Right, the whole point is that, yeah. Thank you, Phoenix, because you're right. My noble head, darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. But that doesn't make sense. Mr. Atmey, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Ah, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask to Mask. It is, in point of fact, Mask to Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly showed signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing. We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atmey. Detective Atmey, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Yes, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
No. Wait just a moment, Sir Old-Timer.
Talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately.
A true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much.
Yes, so you're not saying to do with the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Surely.
Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules.
Indeed, I understand. I, Luke Atmey, agree completely. Fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atmey cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. It's pretty far away. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote.
In the end, you did catch a glimpse of Mask to Mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me... Huh? From behind. Seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Oh, I understand.
That's certainly understandable. Myself always be confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good. I don't think you should admit that, Judge. For a brief moment, but why? So why'd you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer, elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? I should ask more questions. What's the sensor? What kind of sensors are you talking about? There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I hooked up heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordly Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware.
How convenient.
Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, you couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you have about me, Sir Lawyer?
Not necessarily. What does that mean, discombobulated?
And people these days are really irritating. And are perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
They're right, forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Alright, let me ask you the other question. Let's see if this is it. What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that Luke Atmey, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse.
It wasn't standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword, and what about yourself, Bernice?
A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club.
I may fail to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask to Mask.
This guy's a real piece of work.
And that was all she wrote.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Powericious?
I assumed the Atmey fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded? So, what was this flash of light that blinded you?
I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman.
Oh? Statue of Atmey Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah, what is it? This Look Atmey guy. He's definitely hiding something. But why? I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. What the true nature of this detective. Oh, hold on. Let me do this and ask the other question. There's a couple other questions I have. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Something seems wrong about what he's saying. He was over at the computer. The thief would have had to have passed him if they came through the door. He says it was by the warehouse door, unless the thing in front is the warehouse door. I'm so confused, though. What should I do? Should I ask more questions? About the computer. So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me.
In that case, it have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, Sir Lawyer?
It'd be so easily discombobulated. Okay, hold on a second. What do I have here? I have the treasure exhibit poster. I have this. No paint that you can see on that box. Okay. Okay. This is the only other thing I have.
Fists, but they were not enough.
Boxing club. Okay, no, it's this one. That's the other one as well. And see what's here. Powericious, yep. Let's ask about the Atmey fighting style. What is this Atmey fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you.
That's it. That's the Atmey fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, about that testimony.
It's very important. He needs to amend it. Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique after all.
Indeed. I remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck's he eyeballing me like that? Giving me out.
Now then, witness. Go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
Okay. Landed upon my third eye. It's... Detective Atmey, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun is this, Sir Lawyer? It's truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with the gruesome item there.
But just now, you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
It seems I've made another mistake.
Detective Atmey, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Yeah. It's a little interesting, right?
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad.
That's wrong.
To err is human, to forgive, divine. Humans aren't machines. They have soul, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes.
Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Oh.
Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Right. Exactly isn't that you're asserting.
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atmey is mask to mask. So I called it. I called my shot. Although this would be a very early twist for this to be the case, so I'm a little concerned about calling my shot. Just, just saying. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask to Mask. Yeah!
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him. And then in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at the... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask.
Mr. Wright, it's heard of. Certainly shows Mask to Mask. Security camera belongs to Lonely Taylor Departments. We shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atmey, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it.
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmey, when you assumed the thief's identity... Oh. He threw his coffee at me.
Godot Blend 102, my personal favorite.
Mr. Godot.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and
I will admit, my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim.
I don't really have proof of that claim. I was just hoping that you would kind of go along with it, to be completely honest with you.
But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
well, Mr. Wright, just stand there. Let's go. We'd like to see this decisive proof you have, quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. It's the big rush. You alright, Nick? He looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atmey is in fact Mask to Mask. I don't think I have it.
taken by the camera on the night of the crime. And technically, there's that. I think it's yet to be found. I don't think I can. Proof? Of course I've got nothing.
Huh. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all.
I see. Then perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
It's no good. I've got to stay on the attack. Never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. No good. It's just not ready yet. But are you gonna just give up and let us lose this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all.
Seems a cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. So no, do you have anything further to add than...
Who said hold it?
Who?
Oh.
Who are you?
It doesn't really matter right now, does it? Miss Delite, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean, that bag?
No, not the bag. Oh, what in the world? Hold on. It's been reconstructed. Which is probably why the paint's all around. No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well...
That's...
The sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. I do like the idea that she just like strolled into the witness stand and pushed Atmey out of the way.
Order, order, order. You, madam. On earth, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective, Luke Atmey. Oh, Desi, you're the best! Has pink splotches all over it. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atmey? They fixed it, somehow. Someone put it back together. Even you're going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Huh. Pathetic.
Hello, you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
Denying that Mr. Atmey was involved.
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atmey, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delite. Is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
Huh, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just pawned it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Miss Delite. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. Got to prove that urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency. Testify about what I saw. Well, the fingerprint, the problem is I touched it.
So I can't show the fingerprints because they're my fingerprints.
What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there was hard and round and smooth, too.
Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Atmey walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. You're right.
Huh. Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single, flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy. It's true that I never actually saw that urn. Maybe I can still testify about it from another angle.
About it, Mr. Wright. Figuring up yet.
There must be some way. Got to prove that urn was actually in the Atmey Detective Agency. I guess that? I can prove where the urn was. By the fingerprints on it. Oh, is it gonna be because it's my fingerprints on it?
Fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
About it, Mr. Wright. So his fingerprints wouldn't mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do now? I'm too far to turn back now. Atmey must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. It's me! I left the fingerprints on it. It's me!
So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atmey, do you recall the events of yesterday? Oh, this is a good one.
Hey Nick, come on, open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation.
Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whenever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Well, hello there.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that was just
a bowling ball. Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday, the Atmey Detective Agency.
Huh. This blend, Godot Blend 107, I've decided it's a little too bitter after all.
Order, order, order. Accept the defense's request. Right left. Take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask to Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Oh.
Well, Mr. Godot, it's Mr. Atmey's condition.
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
It looks like the matter's been settled. I'm fairly close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man.
There's some slight problems here. There's some questions. There's some slight problems here. Well, Phoenix, what are we gonna do? Because someone was hit over the head. Presumably he was knocked unconscious. He was absolutely going to steal something, steal the urn, but I don't think he got the chance to.
Smashing him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delite really wasn't the thief. Wasn't Mask to Mask. There's a difference.
Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delite.
You're wrong. Wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me, I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think it is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judgment. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
No, just stand there drinking coffee.
Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean.
If you're Mask to Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. It says I'll be happy to, Nick. Kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail, I swear.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening.
Well, let's all have a listen to this confession.
Oh my god. Mask to Mask's identity. The truth is, I've been Mask to Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask to Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo, that's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle, and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial is taking.
This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway.
You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godot, you're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask to Mask.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Oh boy. And you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask to Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen, after all. You don't? You don't? Mr. Delite, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I've had lost it somewhere.
Right. If you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delite, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. The wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delite was in fact at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong.
You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it, I will. He's really got Mr. Delite all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? It's really reaching now. Mr. Delite, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO's office. No.
That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to the KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
God, this stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delite went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that morning.
Mr. Delite, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. And that's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yes, basically it says bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like a blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delite was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half an hour away from the scene of the crime.
No, no, no! Order! When the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It was like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
No, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think about that.
Sure what I think of that. Guess I know what I think of you.
Good point. Sure what I think of it myself. When the defendant entered the CEO's office, you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Good old Larry Butts.
Who is this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. Just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. Probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this keycard. Yep, that's the keycard they used in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use the card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
Buh. Well, Mr. Godot.
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here.
And what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number. They leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
There you go. It was found in the wallet, yeah.
That means... can't be Mr. Delite just as mask to mask in this photo.
It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
So then...
Ron Delite was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask.
Good job, you did it, Nick. Still don't think we're done.
It's enough. You're apparently close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delite, not guilty.
Is it actually over? Did we do it?
Court is now adjourned.
Something's not right here. Something's not right here. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Miss Delite. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can even ever repay you. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Miss Delite. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, pearls. Got a bad feeling about this. Who's this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya?
should be ashamed of yourself. I just got slapped by like a 6-year-old child. Ow. She slapped me.
Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delite. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
No, you've got it. Ow.
I'll never forgive you.
Oh, a double slap. No, it can't be double slap. It only hit once. It's gotta hit 2 to 5 times.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? I had the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught.
There's still something not right. There's still something not right.
You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Miss Delite, that brought us to our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
We won the case. And why does this guy still look so glum? There's something not right going on here.
But I am the thief, actually. What's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on. Give the kid some time. You just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
Mr. Godot? What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Cain Bullard was discovered.
There it is.
Cain Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but... Body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. Figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or...
Of course. What did we just conclusively prove? Who did we prove was in the CEO's office at 1 a.m.?
Have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out, what?
On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delite was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbrued with rage.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delite was one of the employees of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you.
Ron Delite, you're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder.
What? This is impossible.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from the challenge. You've never been a coward.
Who are you?
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
The depths of hell? You're not Edgeworth with a tan, are you?
At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delite.
Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes. Our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next?
To be continued.
I was like, no, there's still some loose ends. What is this one now? Yep, just part 3, investigation. We'll go for a little, because that was actually a rather short trial. We'll go for a little bit longer. So we probably just won't finish the investigation tonight, but we will, we'll do some, and then tomorrow we'll do the investigation and trial.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delite got arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delite was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose, I don't buy it.
But the one who proved that Mr. Delite was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I can understand.
Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm gonna head back to Green Village for a little while, if that's alright.
Sure, but why?
I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with.
No,
No, Mr. Maya, you should stay here. I want you to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
This is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve. We gave the sacred urn to Pearls. We're gonna need that back.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Jeez.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Why don't we ask Miss Delite? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
Not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
Speaking of asking around, I got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delite.
Oh, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center too.
You must be relieved we got the sacred urn back.
You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't at me. Pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in this poster. But the urn was back. We got back says Atmey like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus the vase has pink splotches on it now. Sure they weren't there before.
Why doesn't know, but 1 year ago when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Atmey's name into I am.
Poor little Pearls.
And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crane Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crane Village in a long time. So, I guess people still go to Crane Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Crane technique, she temporarily loses her own will. When an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still shaken up, that's all. It sounds like being the master at Crane is going to be a heavy responsibility. Alright. Gotta talk to our friend real quick. Probably have to come back, but start here. I already told you it's not me. A sad, pitiful whine that tapers into silence? Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delite right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Yeah, well, I guess the police are going crazy just like we are. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. Guess you're right. The guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. Damascus hideout. Oh, Nicky boy. Maya. Miss Delite. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright. I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking you for help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. No idea Miss Delite had such a vulnerable side. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" I would never say that. Anyway, Miss Delite, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Miss Delite, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief, huh? The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. I get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? Oh. I hate
hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
How was that in red?
Okay. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmey's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. Detective Atmey knew more about Master Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. The secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on the top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who tried to pin a crime on someone else.
Yeah? You don't say.
Miss Delite, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? Yet according to what we heard today...
Come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Delite was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Yeah. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It's like Miss Delite doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. They told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Still, I told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. What's this? So is it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delite? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down in tears. I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delite come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Oh, interesting. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. And crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. I was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. You may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. And that's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage.
We've already done that.
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Okay.
What in the world? Okay. I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What has that got to do with anything?
Hey, it's you guys.
No, it's Detective Gumshoe.
Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, pal. The prosecutor made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Oh, that's not like you at all. Thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys do what you got what you deserved, pal. Ha ha ha. Or something to that effect.
Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
The gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when someone puts their heart into their jobs. I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
No, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
I'm okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
Interesting. The victim's name is Gabe Bullard. He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. this morning. The estimated time of death is 1 a.m. in the morning of October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room.
It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma to the head. Okay. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
A good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe.
Safe? Well, that is pretty big.
Nobody had heard from it when they opened the safe this morning. Out it came.
Oh, so the body fell out. The right string must be the shape when he fell out. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. So, what happened to Mask to Mask?
He's at the detention center, screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling.
Oh, no, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right?
Oh, you mean that detective Atmey? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Atmey was always around when a garlic guard showed up. He always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief.
That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he keeps bragging about.
Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. There's just one thing I can't figure out about his first heist.
His first heist?
Yeah, the Tear of Emanon. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I saved the newspaper clipping. Said the thief is already under arrest. You guys can keep it.
Oh? Oh. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... Is that... interesting. Okay. That's probably our friend, Ron Delite. From the looks of it. Yeah. I think that's Ron Delite right there.
Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delite.
Yeah, I think he did that just that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway.
So who's the Java-addicted masked maniac anyway?
Prosecutor Godot. Quite an enigma, huh? Thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor.
It's true. According to the records anyway, but no way he's an amateur. He's a nice man in court. A maverick that gave me goosebumps.
Goosebumps, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. I was turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
The Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. The feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Give me that. It's like it can't be Ganondorf from the first game. The Chief of Police. I'm wondering if could be the other cowboy, maybe. Could also be the dead one, cowboy's brother, but why would they want to have that? Interesting. I'm sure we'll find out. But he is saying amigo, so it definitely could be. But why would he want to pick a fight with me? So yeah, I don't know.
I can say some stuff here.
This rope, do you think it fell out of the safe when it was opened?
I don't think so.
So you mean...
Yeah, I think the string shows where and how the corpse was lying.
You mean... the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door?
Can't be serious, can she?
You think about it, the dead guy was laying here all night?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none.
Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so?
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden there, must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready?
Okay. Shoot.
Opening this baby's no piece of cake. There are only a few people who knew how to open the safe, pal.
Yeah, and?
Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
Former security chief Ron Delite.
What? Ron Delite? He was a security chief?
Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh?
Yeah. Sorry for raining on your parade there, pal.
Great.
Wow, look at that huge framed photo.
Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky.
There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise?
This guy didn't get out enough, or he had really rotten luck with the weather.
Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days.
Jeez-ups.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see.
Don't press the button.
Hey, cut it out! Don't press that!
That's pretty funny. I never knew Detective gumshoe could jump like that? What's the button anyway?
It's an emergency buzzer. Is it right there on the pedal?
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first?
This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here.
Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off at that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. The bully, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know.
I think we'd better go to talk to the guard about this emergency buzzer. Just be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out just for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life.
The victim sat in the chair just before he was brutally killed, you know?
Yeah. You know this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, it's still hard on the eyes. What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. What kind of info? Filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list, let's see. Tier of Amanon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item? I don't know, that number sounds kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. I wonder if that's like the insurance price on it? But no, typically they're insured for the same or more value. It's like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. You can't get in between these two shelves. Constrain yourself trying. It looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. Be a good night's reading if you got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Yeah, not quite. Okay, I think that's everything. Yep, okay. Going down to the security room. Interesting. Oh no, this is Larry. I can already tell this is Larry. Wow, this is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Oh, I just remembered Larry might be. Hey Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with the daytime date, it's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Really, what is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweetest little Maya. But Nick here is a different story.
But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies.
That was then and this now.
Oh my gosh, Larry. So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry?
Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free.
What's a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info?
Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws. Okay, you really want to know?
Yes. So tell me.
Okay, so the thing is, Delite was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me.
Yes, you're a pro. I'll follow you. Go on.
Well, 1 year ago, Delite was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful.
Guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that.
Like maybe skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something.
No, that's just you. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard?
Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by all right, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time.
Monitors?
There are security cameras set in each room around the building. Just one in like a bathroom, like aimed at a tub? Like, what's going on here? It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out.
Oh?
And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams.
What teams?
Security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either. Though it's something small, I don't bother calling them.
So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you?
Why do you say that? It's just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb.
Even if it's a part-time, Andrew, even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here.
Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick.
Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is you were here that night, right?
Oh,
we got 2 locks, huh? Oh no, I knew something smelled bad and it was the butts after all.
Well, it's like I always say. That was then and this is now, okay?
Looks like I'm gonna have to break the psyche locks after all. Alright, well, hold on. Let me examine and see what we got here. What is this? Things written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. 1. Obey thy superior. 2. Respect thy superior. 3. Smile at thy superior. 4. Salute thy superior. 5. Buy donuts for thy superior upon command? It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor.
She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with a real genuine ray gun.
Yeah, sounds scary, alright.
Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now.
Uh-huh.
That's my partner's seat.
Your partner?
Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady.
There's a tea spilled all over the machine, you know.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. Still works fine, more or less. Don't really know how to build them, I guess.
Oh, jeezums.
Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right.
Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever?
Yeah, sure. There's told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. The jacket's weight pulls the lever down. That's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh? It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say, Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh, boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? Those screens there show what's going on all over the building everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. You watch regular TV on these too? If anyone wants to sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking, it was a professional investigation, alright? That's my workstation, pretty cool, huh? Keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating. With all the equipment, it must be hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere? Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would calmly look for her reading glasses. It's what us security professionals call teamwork. And Maya and Pearls could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Alright, I think I've hit everything. Let's see what we have here so far. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What, huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss Delite? Oh, but that was that, and this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never. I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1, wow. Now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence I left my position or you're just pulling my chin? The evidence that Larry was not manning his station when the murder happened is... probably this one. Oh, I was scared for a minute. Larry seems pretty relieved. Okay, so that's not it. So I don't think I have it. I bet you 70 cents. And the evidence that Larry was... no, I don't know. I don't have any evidence then. That man looks so much older than 48. Okay. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I'm investigating and gather some more clues before I try again. Alright. We'll take my lumps on that one. Alright. I think that's where we'll wrap it up for tonight. We'll continue this tomorrow, finishing up the investigation and doing the trial to wrap up the case. But yeah, thank you for anyone that's tuned in here on Twitch or on YouTube, watching the VOD. Thank you so very much.
remember to stay hydrated, to get some rest, to eat some food, and to take care of yourself the best that you can. Hope you have a wonderful night or a good day, wherever it is you may be. This will be interesting. I was right about one thing, which was that went too easy and there were still left behind clues. So we will truly have to see what exactly happened here. We ultimately don't know. But something is definitely up. So with that, we'll discover that tomorrow. In the meantime, good night and bye-bye.